Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs, to the Chi Amazing Show. This is Chi Amazing here, bringing you some gaming news and stuff. Go ahead and jump right into it. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition is scheduled for November 28th. That's 2 days before its previously scheduled November 30th. It looks interesting. I played the original Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights, pretty much all of them, and they're all really good games, so I'm kind of interested in this to see how this turns out. Planetside 2 is to feature one-click Twitch streaming, which is awesome, and it's a feature that Twitch has been trying to say, will be a defining thing with gaming from now on. I'm glad to see that there's a game that's going to incorporate this. I think it's actually really awesome. It makes it much easier for people to get their stuff up and running, and I'm pretty excited about that. I might try it myself once I get a new computer. My computer currently cannot handle streaming, or Planetside 2 really. Planetside 2 also is coming out November 20th, in case you did not know that. If you haven't had a chance to look at the new PlayStation Store, go sign in right now. It's currently live in North America, United States, Canada, Mexico, all that good stuff. That means it's pretty much live everywhere, as far as I know. So definitely go check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of iffy on it. It seems to load a little bit slower. Some of this stuff seems cool. The rolling search query seems pretty cool. But other than that, I'm kind of very iffy about it. Integrated, stream trailers is nice, I guess. Yeah, let me know what you think about it below. The Art of Borderlands 2 is up for pre-order on Amazon. It normally retails for $40 and is now currently for $25. This is a 200-page hardbound art book. It's The Art of Borderlands. So yeah, if you're curious, you dig Borderlands style, really into Pandora, definitely check that out. It goes officially on sale November 5th. In another promotion type deal, if you pre-order Crysis 3, you will get Crysis 1 for free. This is something that EA is doing for all platforms. They will include the code to get Crysis 1. So if you haven't played Crysis 1 and you kind of want to, there you go. Portal 2 is about to hit the PSN, and with that is an update to retail copies of Portal 2 that is going to allow PS Move support. There's a DLC that has PS Move support built in for everything, and also comes with 20 new test chambers, and like the ability during those test chambers to drag already placed portals. So it seems really interesting, and seems like an actual good use of the PlayStation Move. So definitely might have to check that one out. Portal 2 officially hits the PSN on November 6th. Also on November 6th is the Mass Effect Trilogy for PC and for 360. We found out that the PS3 version will come out on December 4th, and part of the delay is because they're having to redo Mass Effect 1 for the PS3, which also launched independently on the PlayStation Network. We have information about the DLCs coming with each one, and they're not all the same, which is slightly troubling. So here's the breakdown. We'll start with PC. PC players, Mass Effect 1, you're getting Pinnacle Station and Bringing Down the Sky. These are already free, and that's why they're being included. Mass Effect 2, you get the Cerberus Network, which comes with Zaid's mission, comes with the Normandy Crash, comes with the Cerberus Armor Pack, comes with the Firewalker Pack, and the Art Projector. So you get all that, and for Mass Effect 3, you get an online pass. 360 players, you get what's shipped with Mass Effect 1, which is nothing. You can still go buy Pinnacle Station and Bringing Down the Sky separately, but your game comes with no DLC there. Mass Effect 2, you also get the Cerberus Pack, and for 3, you get an online pass. The PS3 DLC information has been released, and here's where it gets slightly interesting. Mass Effect 1, since there was no original release, they're going ahead and bundling in Bringing Down the Sky, but not Pinnacle Station. You get one of the two that PC players get. For Mass Effect 2, you get everything that came with the original PlayStation 3 release of Mass Effect 2, which is the Cerberus Network, plus you also get Kasumi's mission, and you get Layers Shadow Broker. So you get that bonus right there. And with Mass Effect 3, you just get an online pass. So overall, it actually kind of seems like 360 players are getting slightly gypped in this trilogy. If you're going to pick it up and you have access to all three platforms, more than likely going to pick it up on PS3 for a couple reasons. One, Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 1, from what I'm hearing, are going to be better optimized for PlayStation 3. It's because they had to do a lot of retooling with the engine to get them to run on PlayStation 3. So they're saying that Mass Effect 1 is going to run as good, if not better, on the PlayStation 3. Now, I don't know that for sure because it's not out yet, but with all the extra DLC you're going to get, it makes it more worthwhile to get it on PlayStation 3. You can pick it up on PC. Games do tend to be better on PC, but you will miss out on some DLC. So it's really up to you. Also, not to mention you're dealing with less disc on PS3 as opposed to PC and 360. Army of Two Devil's Cartel has a release date of March 26th. I know a couple people who are into this. I really haven't looked at it enough, so I actually cannot give a very good opinion on that. What I can give an opinion on is Halo 4. I showed in the little Spartan Ops trailer, we added some annotations that talked about the reviews that Halo 4 has been getting. In case you did not see those annotations or you didn't watch the video, Halo 4 actually has been getting stellar reviews. 10 out of 10, 98s. I think the lowest I saw was like an 80, I think was the lowest from Eurogamer, possibly. Not 100% there. It is getting a lot of really good reviews, but what concerns me though is I've seen a couple of reviews say it's safe, and I have also seen these same reviewers heavily count against the game for being safe. So I'm concerned there's some of this bias. I'm not ruling out that Halo 4 is going to be an exceptional game because it looks like it's going to be an exceptional game. This is coming from someone who was not particularly impressed with Halo Reach or ODST. In fact, my fondest memories of Halo come from Halo 1 and 2, and beyond that, I'm pretty amped about this. Everything looks good. The Spartan Ops, I'm really interested in the Spartan Ops and the episodic format of Spartan Ops. Definitely going to try that out. So you guys can let me know how you feel about Halo 4 in the comments below. Double question opinion thing going on. How do you feel about Halo 4? And how do you feel about the PlayStation Store update? So yeah, there you go. Let us know how you feel. Grand Theft Auto 5 pre-order bonus is a little image viewer, a keychain image viewer. It lists some of the locations you're going to be able to find. It was leaked slightly early. And there's another trailer coming soon. We talked about the Rhode Island versus 38 Studios thing before, and how there was a big deal with that, and they ended up auctioning all of their stuff off. The Rhode Island Economic Development Corporation, or the EDC, is actually suing the former head of 38 Studios, Kurt Schilling, and also the CEO, Jennifer McLean, and a bunch of other people. The former EDC Executive Director, Keith Strokes, Wells Fargo Securities, and Barclays Capital. So they're suing a lot of people over with a lot of charges, some are fraud, conspiracy, etc., etc. They're pretty much just trying to recoup some money, or at least make it seem like they're trying to recoup some money. It's legal mumbo jumbo political crap, but it does involve a game studio, and that is why we're talking about it. And that is all we're going to talk about it. So we're going to move on. The last thing I'm going to talk about is probably the biggest thing to me. We heard stuff before, and then it was a long time before we heard anything else. And it's talking about the PlayStation 4, aka Orbis. There's information out about Sony conducting meetings with U.S. publishers and developers about Orbis and its specs and what they're designing it to do and all this good stuff, and pretty much giving briefings about it, and also hints that some of these publishers got to take second gen dev kits with them. When I say second gen, there apparently is going to be 4 iterations of this dev kit. The first was, from what I understand, pretty much just a graphics card. The second was a modified PC, and I'll go into the specs on it in just a second. The third is going to be more finalized, and it's supposed to hit in January, and the fourth is going to be like pretty much it, and it's supposed to hit before E3. Looks like things are escalating in that regards, and we haven't really heard a lot. We've heard a lot of stuff about the 720 Durango, but not so much about the Orbis. Interesting notes on that too. Apparently during the briefing, they never referred to it as the PlayStation 4. They only called it the Orbis. So maybe they are actually finally dropping the PlayStation moniker. Highly doubtful it is a branding. It is a line that has carried them well so far. With the PlayStation 3, that's kind of debatable, but it definitely has a attachment to it with a lot of gamers. The second thing of note is their push for the new UI. Apparently the new UI is going to be more fluid and easier to use, and one of the demos they showed was playing a game and going to the PlayStation Store, downloading DLC without actually having to quit the game. As it stands now, when you go to the PlayStation Store, it quits the game. It was really interesting. And now for the spec. Previous speculation had an A8. This dev kit has an AMD A10 AG, which is a CPU GPU combo deal there. It has 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that's not to say that will be in the final kit. This is a dev kit. They have to have the extra RAM for testing, etc., etc. Blu-ray drive and a 256 gigabyte hard drive, but not sure if it's a normal or an SSD. So those are the specs for this dev kit. Take from it what you will on what might be in the final. Current speculation, I'm thinking for what they're wanting, which is 1080p at 60 frames per second and 3D capable, they're going to need more than that A10. So previous rumors suggested, and I'm still thinking that they're going to try to run some kind of crossfire configuration inside the PlayStation 4 or Orbis. Definitely something to think about for the Orbis. Pretty much all I got. You guys can Click the annotations to see the previous news videos. You can subscribe, which is greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed the videos, click that like button, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys next time.